Chef Sean, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we'll be making a delicious sausage and tomato wrap. We'll start off with this beautiful red. Wait, we have to wash our hands. Remember what I said last episode about the importance of washing hands. So, we'll take 2 pumps, rub it in, now let's rinse. Then we dry our hands. Drying our hands is just as important as washing them. Now we can move on to touching our ingredients. These tomatoes are really nice. They're red, they are firm, they are just delicious. So we'll be cutting up this tomato nice and fine, using our technique previously taught in the last episode. First, we'll need our chopping board. Then, we'll need our knife. And we just slice it in half, like that. Cut the core out, like so, with a nice, neat V shape. Once you've got the cores out, you can cut them again into quarters. You just cut them up. We're going to cut them into some nice, neat squares. Now we have our tomato neatly cut up. We can put the excess in the bin where it belongs. Now we will begin on the second part, that is preparing the sausages. First, we'll want to get our sausages from the fridge. Make sure when you have sausages, you store them in the fridge. It's disgusting if you don't store them in the fridge. Then, just want to cut open like that. Now we have our sausages. We'll make sure we get a separate chopping board. Now we just want to cut these. Now that we have our sausages, are neatly arranged in a pile for all our OCD needs. We can prepare the pan. Make sure the pan is on a nice high heat and get some oil. I use sunflower oil. I use it because palm oil and other vegetable oils can be very damaging to the environment. You don't want to use too much cooking oil though, otherwise the American army will invade the fucking place. Make sure you put everything in the bin. Now, we'll do some other preparations while we wait for our oil to heat up. Here, we're going to be getting the actual wrap bread. We're using some different kind of wrap bread. Instead of using some bought, cheap, nasty stuff, we're using flatbread. It's from some Indian country. We just heat it up in the microwave for a few seconds. 30 should do. Now we just wait for the timer to count down, and the wraps should have defrosted. We can always put them in longer if we need to. Now our wraps are nice and warm and toasty. We can sit them on the side. Now we're going to season the tomato with a little bit of coriander. Dry coriander. Put our tomato into a bowl. Crack open the coriander and just sort of mix that in there. Next we're going to add some salt and pepper. Now I'm just going to test this to make sure we've seasoned it right. Oh, perfect. Now we're just going to add some of these almond flakes, just for a little bit of flair. Crush them up. Just put them in there. Just add a little bit of crunch to your tomato. Our oil is nice and hot. We turn the pan down a bit. We'll grab our sausages, and we don't cook all of them at once. We just put one or two on at a time. Sometimes you can put three. We will want some tools like the humble tongs. And we just sort of wait here until they cook. So we've been waiting for these sausages for about 5 minutes now, and they should be alright. We just sort of poke them just so we can see the inside of the sausages and what they look like. You see, they have a little more to go. So we'll wait another, say, 5 or 10 minutes, and they should be right. So we've been cooking these sausages for a little longer now, and they should be cooked. Once again, just cutting them in half and looking in the middle of them. You see, look at that, nice and cooked and juicy. We take them off the heat, and don't just grab onto a pan. Get an oven glove. Now that we have our sausages, we'll want to prepare them. Putting them onto our chopping board. Make sure we do not use the same chopping board and knife that we used for the raw meat. Now we just cut them. It's fucking hot. This should be enough sausage to last us. Now, we'll be preparing our cucumber. Cucumber can be delicious. Just make sure you don't cook it. Why the f would you cook a cucumber? Now we're just peeling the cucumber just to get the harsh skin off of it. You can still eat the skin of a cucumber, but a lot of the time in cooking, we like to take the skin right off. Just like so. Now we have a prepared cucumber. Now we can get the chopping board out. I'm going to use a nice fresh knife, like this one. Now we have these beautiful bits of peeled cucumber that we can use in our wrap. Now we're going to be actually starting on our wrap. Now we just want to heat up our wrap just a little bit so it's nice and warm for about 10 seconds. We probably won't use all of this sausage. So if you're planning on making this yourself, if you're making a single wrap 3 sausages is far too much. You will probably only need about 1. Now we'll take our nice warmed wrap. And the great thing about warm wraps is that they're more movable. You can move them a bit more. And we're just gonna get some mayonnaise. We'll get a spoon. We're just gonna paste some of this mayonnaise over the wrap. Next, we're gonna be taking this beautiful, freshly washed leaf of lettuce. And we're just gonna place it here, like so. We're then going to just spread our tomato over and take our cucumber and put it there too. Next, we'll just take a bit of our sausage and we'll put it through. Here we have this fresh sour cream from Brown's Dairy. We're just going to take some of this and we're just going to plop it on like that. Now that we have everything we want on the wrap, we can just fold it out. Don't worry if things fall out, you just pop it back in later. I didn't think this through at all. Look how nice this wrap is. And that is how you make a beautiful wrap. Now we would taste test. That's quality.